Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live stream. I was having some technical issues right before I started, as usual, as per usual. But I think I got them all down. Welcome back. So I haven't done a cloud gaming scrub down video in a while because I was out of town and I just didn't have the resources where I was at. But I'm back, and I got to be completely honest, man. I was completely out of the loop the entire time that I was gone. I did see some people popping in on my timeline when I think recently when Luna launched in the UK. So we'll see that. Today's big news was a Microsoft deal because there was like 10 pages worth of articles for that. It seemed like it just happened today. And then besides that, there was a few things with Nvidia while I was gone that I kind of uh, was updated with on my timeline. And so we're gonna look at some of that stuff. Some of this I might get repetitive, but the idea is just to kind of get to some of the news, maybe get new details on old stories, things like that. We got Mostly Martinez on Twitch. Welcome. The alarm said Google Stadia. It's back, baby. Let's go. Yeah. I wish it was back, but yeah. So we're gonna be looking at some. There was some Stadia stories that I skipped through because everybody's just piling on now. So it's time to move on, I guess. And then we got Michelle. Michelle, I just replied to your comment on my video. Yeah, yesterday was my first day back in a month. So welcome, welcome. I know it's like super late for you right now, yeah? Like 1:30 in the morning, something like that. So so yeah, this is I wish I could have started earlier, but I just wasn't I didn't get ready for whatever reason. I had my my first VA appointment to get everything checked out so that if anything's wrong, um I can get coverage for it. I don't know how to say it. And so I had that today. It was an easy one, mostly questions. Checked my hearing, checked some of my range of motion, my back, my legs, and stuff like that. It was okay. But when I got home, I don't know if it's just the heat, just because I went from hot Thailand to cold Canada to hot Hawaii, and obviously the time changes. And I was just super sleepy, and then I laid down, and I just kept coming in and out of sleep for like 4 hours. So I might be a little bit woozy right now, but I'm waking up, so we'll be good. Now that I slept 4 hours, and being that it's Friday, I might do another stream after this with my electronic stuff that I was going to show you guys at some point. But yeah, welcome back, Michelle. Thank you for being here. I've missed you so much. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've missed streaming. I've missed you guys. I tried to do it in Thailand, but if you saw, I think it's a blacked out thumbnail. I tried doing it. It just wasn't. It just didn't feel right because the internet was kind of skipping. I was cloud gaming on hotel internet, which works, but to stream on top of that, it becomes problematic with the response time and all that. So this time I'm going to the Philippines next week, and this time I'm gonna take my large Nintendo Switch, my regular Nintendo Switch, so that I can stream off of the Switch, which means I gotta take my video card and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't want to go another month without streaming or putting out content. So I'm gonna take that this time, and hopefully you guys see me more often over while I'm in the Philippines. How's the family? Have a good time. Yeah, so yeah, the family's great. My oldest, Rie, she's getting more and more sassy. We had some issues with her while we were in Canada, where she just didn't want to do anything, or we go out and do something and she just complains about everything. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought this was supposed to happen at 13, and she's only 11. So yeah, yeah, that was interesting. And I mean, I can tell she's trying not to be, you know, a diva, but it's not working out for her. So we'll see. Hopefully, because she starts early, she finishes early. Hopefully, we'll see. A lot of sass coming from her. But yeah, they're good. They're grown up. Had an extended vacation because we pulled them out of school for a few days to be in Canada. They went skiing and snowboarding. I got some videos that I want to edit and drop as vlogs. I gotta put my batteries on so I can get all that stuff done, man. I'm slacking. I'm slacking. I gotta get all that done. Let's see. VA, yeah, Veteran Affairs. So anybody that has, I think it's a minimum of 3 years, or if they get injured within the first 3 years, they qualify for VA benefits. Yeah, and I'll hit 25 years of service in May, which is a long time considering I only came in for 4 years. And for the longest time, because you're infantry, I was infantry, and the infantry has a very toxic masculinity type of culture. You know what I mean? So if you get hurt, just it's kind of like football. If you get hurt, just rub some dirt on it and keep moving, kind of mentality. And so when you're young, that's okay because your body can handle it. You're young, you heal faster, all that stuff. The problem with me was that because of that, a lot of the times where I got hurt or something happened, I never got it documented, and so now I got to go back 20 something years to try to prove that an injury that I have, like ankle pain, knee pain, hips, back, shoulders, neck, all that stuff, is somehow related to the service. You know what I mean? And if you look at my civilian side, my if I was a construction worker on the civilian side, it would be harder to sell that maybe my hearing loss was military related, or that my back pain was military related. So it'd be a lot tougher because I was a photographer for most of the time, or I was in some kind of a office or movie theater, stuff like that. That it seems like it's a lot easier for me to link the pain or the injuries that I have to military service, which that's just luck. But imagine if I was a construction worker and then trying to go back 20 years to explain why my left ankle is, well, not ankle, but left of foot is hurting. So it'd be a lot tougher. So it seems like things are moving along, which is pretty good because, considering the history of the VA benefits or the VA office, I guess, things tend to get backlogged a lot. And some people wait years for their services to, kick in, or at least just to get looked at. And so far, I put it in July. All the little issues that I was claiming, and I had my first appointment today. So July is 7, right? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, which is about average 6 to 8 months, 6 to 9 months for appointments. It used to take years. So yeah, so at least it's moving along. For a little while, I didn't even know if it was gonna, if they were even gonna schedule anything. So. I've been sick since Wednesday. Oh, what? Sick with the because of the weather change or something. Yeah, I've been kind of in and out. So I have like a cold blister because of again, going from hot to cold to hot. It's not good for anybody. Almost everybody got sick in Canada, but like throwing up. Like they were counting them down. They're like first one of the little so it was a 3 family vacation. I wasn't really supposed to be involved. I was supposed to be in Thailand and then Philippines, but because we had 2 other guys that are single, or one single, the other one has older kids, and he wanted to save his vacation time for May, so they're like, okay, we'll just keep you two rolling, and then Leo can go on vacation. And so that's what happened. Everything got planned by Megu and the other 2 families. And so I just came in blind. I didn't know what was going to happen. They had a big 6-bedroom Airbnb that we rented in Vancouver. And they had plans to go, skiing and snowboarding and all that. And so that was all fun and everything. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, and so on the plane, one of the families that has two little girls, one of the little girls puked. Then they got to their hotel, and the other one puked. And then they left early actually, so that we met up with them later on. And then the dad puked, and then another kid from the same family puked, and then another family's little kid puked, and then the mom puked. Everybody's like, it was all like we didn't know if, and then yeah, another older girl from the first family puked. So we didn't know if it was like they were throwing up because they were getting sick, or if they were throwing up because they were seeing other kids throw up. So it was a lot of vomit in this last vacation, and then I'm flying back. So I had to fly back separate because they added me at the end. You know, I wasn't supposed to go, so they added me at the end. Oh, what's up, Geek the Sneak? Welcome back, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. So the last, I think the last time that I went on vacation was when I took my girls to Mexico in 2021, and then on the way back, I'm pretty sure it was that flight. There was a guy. I think I found out later on he was in the Navy. He was walking past me. I keep getting aisle seats. I mean, because I don't request anything else. He was walking by me. I look over at the guy, and I noticed like a really quick second. I noticed that he seemed like dizzy, or like out of it. Like he was like walking, kind of just zoned out. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? And then boom, I see him come down, and I put my hand out and I caught him. He almost face planted. Like it was within like I think I must have told this story in a previous when I came back. So I'm sitting around, I'm watching a movie or something. I sense somebody coming. I love people watching, so anytime somebody walks by, I kind of want to see who it is. And so I look over. I notice his face as my head's moving. I notice his face kind of off a little bit, and then I see him start dropping. So I put my hand out, and he falls right on my forearm, and then I'm like stuck down here, on my chair, trying to keep the guy from smacking his face in the on the floor. And then somebody walks up and kind of takes him off my hand, and I guess he just like blacked out. There was a doctor there. He was fine. I forget if he was dehydrated or something. And then that was the last vacation, right, in 2021. And then this time, there's a bunch. It was a little budget airline, so there was no monitor. I had my AR glasses, and then people just. I was like literally like three rows away from the military mindset. Hold on. From the I want to say latrines and porta potties, but neither is right. From the bathrooms, and so the line, everybody's just hitting my shoulder. I just had wide shoulders, so everybody's hitting my shoulder. And then so I kept paying attention, and then on one of them, my little kid is walking by, and literally right on my right side, like right when he was on me, he just starts puking. I was like, I'm by myself, yeah, so I don't have the kids or anything, and I'm like, oh, hey, hey, buddy, where's your parents at? And I guess the dad was in the bathroom. And so he came out and he started crying. And it's funny because it's a budget airline. And so you would figure somebody just threw up. They were helping the little boy up, helping him out. And then until the dad showed up. But it was about an hour before we landed. And one of the flight attendants, she just opened up a bag of coffee, like ground coffee, like the things you put into for the dripping coffee. She opened one up and just put it on top of the puke. Didn't clean it up and nothing. Just put it on top, and everybody just kept walking over it. I'm like, and it's like right there. It's in front of me, so I can't avoid. Every time somebody put a foot on it, I'm like, oh, how long before that thing, before it comes out the top? It was just weird. Did you all get the sickness from the airplane? So the little kid started with the airplane, but I think it's just, it was hot when I got here in Hawaii. Even though the whole month that I was gone, it was cold and rainy. The day that I was here for, it was really hot. And so I think the kids went from from cold. Well, I'm sure in Hawaii, it doesn't really get cold. You have cold days. So I think it was like a back and forth from a cold to the heat, and then go straight to the cold in the plane, and then they just couldn't handle it. Kai is in the house. Kai, I saw you earlier, but I was in the middle of the story, so I didn't want to lose my train of thought. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I've been catching some of your streams, but I haven't really been able to join too many people's chats because by the time you guys pop up on my notifications, when I was in Thailand, there was a 12-hour difference to the East Coast and a 7-hour difference to Hawaii, and so I was either normally going to sleep or getting ready to go to work, and so I jumped in a couple times, caught a little bit of it, but I couldn't stick around to talk, chat. I missed you guys too. Why did he pass out? So the guy in the plane that passed out, I think, because he was dehydrated or something, and he was probably not somebody that flew a lot. Uh, but that's the best they can get. He was disoriented, so when the doctor was talking to him, he didn't really know what to say. I would have screamed so loud and dramatic, people would have been running. Ah, my God, this guy just fell on me. He wants me. He wants me so bad. Help. No, he was okay. He was a good looking guy too, a Navy guy, so he was all muscular. So that's another thing, is like he was a big dude, man. He was small waist, big shoulders, big muscles, and he just fell on my arm, and I'm like holding him. I'm like, hey bro, you're supposed to be stronger than me. So that was interesting. Uh, that's how you handle oil spills, but with cat litter. Oh yeah, so I know about the oil spills. So I bought a bag of little sand that I put, because my old Honda Civic that I got for free keeps leaking. So I put sand on there, rub it in, and then just dump the sand. They use that trick when you smell like perfume and candles and stuff to clear the senses. With the coffee, that makes sense. Sanchez in the house. What's up, buddy? What's up? Long time no see for everybody, yeah. Welcome back. Thank you, Kai. I'm good, man. Yo, the kid barfing would made me scream. Yeah, he's. Oh, the kid? Yeah, I felt bad because he was like he's probably like 5 years old, and it was a lot of turbulence. So he was already kind of walking, like you could tell he wasn't okay. But I thought it was because the motion of the plane. Well, I mean, I'm sure that's what made him throw up. Plus, when he walked past me the first time, you can tell he was sleepy and cranky because he wanted to cry, and the dad's like, "Come on, we gotta go to the bathroom. Come on." And they probably wanted to get him to the bathroom. He probably just woke up, realized, oh, he's got to go pee. So let's go to the bathroom before we start landing where you can't get up. And so he probably didn't want to get up and walk. Uh, that guy sounds dreamy. He was a good looking guy, man. Really good looking guy. First time flyer, maybe the little guy. Yeah, probably. Plus, like I said, he probably woke up and maybe got up because of the turbulence and all that. All right, guys. So we are. Hold on. Let me see what. We are 22 minutes in. I haven't said anything about cloud gaming, so here we go. That's a good sign that it's going to be a good show. Okay, so let me get started, and then we can chit chat on the stories and anything else that pops in. I forget which scene I use. I think it's small game one. I'm a little rusty. Here we go. Okay, so welcome back, everybody. Appreciate you guys hanging out here with me. I genuinely missed hanging out with everybody, and so I'm excited that I'm back, and I'm going to try my hardest not to miss. So sometimes I take a break, but it's a deliberate break. Like maybe I'm doing too much. So there's times where I stream every day or I post videos every day, and then I kind of burn out. So I take a break, or I take advantage of a trip or military training or something to take a break. This time I wasn't planning to take a break. So that's why as soon as I got to Thailand, I tested out the connection in the hotel that I was going to be in for 24 days, and then made everything. I had all the cables, I had all the connections, but it just was in and out, Later on, I guess if I would have tried a little bit harder, I could have installed some games or just made did this show that only requires me to upload and not download. I could have probably done this show over there, but I didn't think about it. And then once you get out of once the idea's out of your head, then you kind of you forget about it, if that makes any sense. Yeah, but we do have to catch up. Okay, so let's start out with we got to catch up for like a whole month of news. So some of these might be older. They're still from this week, but they might have been covered, before. So one of them is the UK watchdog no longer thanks Microsoft Activision. So this one is not really cloud gaming. It didn't start out as a cloud gaming story, but because Microsoft is huge, Activision is huge, and Microsoft is being kind of smart with what they're doing to try to remove some pressure from the regulators. They started doing 10-year deals with a bunch of companies, including cloud gaming companies. So I think I added a couple of articles, but they have a deal with, I think, NVIDIA, GeForce Now, and also Boosteroid. So I know Sanchez is very knowledgeable on this stuff. Sanchez, are you one of them? Are you one of the individuals that kind of gave up on cloud gaming? I remember somebody mentioning that they're not going to go back to cloud gaming because they don't want to get disappointed again. But I can't remember if that was you or somebody. I'm trying to remember. I saw it in somebody's chat once. But yeah, just because you don't want to put all your eggs in that same basket anymore doesn't mean you're not interested in hearing the stories and stuff. So let me know if you know anything that I left out or any updates that I might miss. But yeah, the story here is that Microsoft was having trouble convincing the UK regulators that buying Activision for however many billion, I think it was like close to $70 billion, uh, uh, wouldn't affect the gaming industry negatively. You know what I mean? So if they buy one of the biggest game publishers or game developers, they're developers, right? So they got Call of Duty, Warzone, which is a free game and it's massive, right? So they thought if Microsoft buys that, then they can start getting more market share away from Sony and maybe like some PC, and they were fearful that they're gonna restrict the distribution of those games. They're very, very popular games. I think Diablo 4 came out today, and I'm pretty sure it's from Blizzard. I'm not 100%. But so that was the biggest issue. And I guess with all these deals that Microsoft's been doing, they've been saying that they're not going to take the game away from PlayStation. They've been doing deals where it kind of seems like it wouldn't really help Microsoft that much. Like the deal with NVIDIA, GeForce Now, where they were allowed some of their Game Pass games on GeForce. It seems like that's an obvious way to get pressure off because it doesn't really benefit Microsoft because the games will be bought. Right now you can play games from Steam on there. So the idea was for Microsoft. I guess the best case scenario for Microsoft is to sell the games through Microsoft, either PC or Xbox, and they have people play them there. But if they release them to other stores, and I guess they still get some money, but they lose market share. I'm not sure how to kind of best describe that. But anyways, the point of this article is that I guess they convinced the UK regulators, which they call them the Competition and Markets Authority (CMA), that the deal is not a detriment to the gaming industry. I still use Luna and Excel. Oh, okay. So it must not be you then. Somebody else was mentioning that they wouldn't go back to cloud gaming. Yeah, I still have Luna. I haven't played it in a while. Obviously, I think I haven't played any games besides yesterday's stream, which was a fun game, by the way. Check it out. It's a kids game, but I love it. And then I played a little bit of Fortnite when I was in Canada, just like one game, and I got destroyed by probably a 5-year-old, and so I turned it off. And then before that, it was the stream that you see from Thailand. I might have played one more time after that in Thailand. But yeah, the connection wasn't right. Plus, I had to pay, even though I already have uh, GeForce Now, I had to pay another $10 so that I can connect to the Singapore GFN and have access to those games. Which I don't know why I should have done that. I didn't like that, but $10, $10, but I only played it twice, so it's kind of like a loss right there. So good. I've been playing some really fun indie games. Yeah, I've seen those. I like those. You know about Epic, right? Let me bring this up so I don't forget at the end. You know about Epic. Epic Games, and I think I mentioned it before. Epic Games and Prime Gaming. They have free games, and a lot of them are really good indie games, or at least really mellow indie games that I enjoy. So I'll bring these up at the end. There's some free games on there today. But check those out so that way you don't forget to claim them. Hey, we got Rock in the house. We got celebrities. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Epic Games. Every Thursday, I think it's like 8 in the morning for me. So 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 in the morning for you. You get you can access today. This week they have 2 free games. No, they have 1 game and then 1 packet, like DLC for a free game. So check that out. I'll talk about it in a little bit. Welcome everybody. Oh, I forgot to enter. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Let me turn on the giveaway. So I haven't updated my game list. I'm gonna update it in a second. I got, you know what? I'm gonna update it right now. So let me cancel this one. This is yesterday's one. So ignore what you're about to see, and I'm gonna activate the old school game giveaway. So make sure you're gonna want to join this one. So yesterday it was just one specific game that I was giving away. This time, especially Kai, I have a bunch of indie games on here. You're gonna want to join this one. So I have so many games that I haven't linked them up to their respective stores. So let me see how many games I got here. So I got oh man, I can't put them in alphabetical order right now because it's gonna make it harder for me to link them up later. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyways. I just put in the work. Stop being lazy. So I'm gonna put them in. Oh no, never mind. So I'm just gonna put the games. So here we go. The games. They're not gonna be in alphabetical order, and I still gotta fill in the info. But right now I'm counting 146 games that are up for grabs. And let me update this list here. I just did it. Yeah, so check that out. The link is the link is on the description. It's mostly Steam games. I have some GOG games and an Xbox game. I still have to put the links to the store, the prices, and whether it is a Steam or Epic game, if it's compatible with GFN, all that stuff. There was just too many that I didn't have time to update it. But yeah, almost 150 games up for grabs. I just started the giveaway. It should be working. There we go. If you are a channel member, you automatically get entered. I'm basically copying Rock's thing. And if you are a member and also you watch the stream, you're live, then you get 2 entries. And if I might as well just go into Twitch. I see I see Gabe over on Twitch. I can't say your name, bro. I see Gabe over there. I'll go ahead and you can enter. Gabe, do me a favor and see if you can enter on Twitch. Oh, we got Winstar in the house too. Welcome everybody. What up? What up? What up? Let me know if you can enter from Twitch. I don't think I ever got it working. If not, you might want to drop over to the YouTube channel real quick, put in raffle and get into the thing. Okay, so yeah, that was the biggest thing with it. The reason I saved this story is because there's a little cloud gaming twist. So I'm gonna close this one. Wait, hold on, let me see. Is this the one that talks about cloud gaming? No, I think it's 9 to 5. Let me see. Before we move on from that story, let me see if I can find that 9 to 5 article that kind of breaks it down. I'm pretty sure. Netflix from the yes, 8-bit. One quick second, everybody. I would blame me not streaming for a while for this unorganized stream, but it probably would have been the same way even if I did streamed every day. Where is it? Okay, I got Amazon. Is it this one right here? Did I not bring it up? Oh, what happened? Oh no. Oh, duh, I'm staring right at it. Oh, I'm getting old, man. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Roxy. Yeah, get in those exclamation mark raffles to get in the giveaway. Okay, it's the stars align for Microsoft Activision deal. So this is what we were just talking about. Here's how cloud gaming will benefit. Okay. And so this is really the story that I was more interested in. I mean, it's cool to see. Yeah, actually, I can't even say that. I don't know if I'm glad that Microsoft is buying Activision or not. I'm not that much of a loyalist to go either way. Microsoft today passed a major hurdle in completing its acquisition of Activision Blizzard, with the UK CMA providing preliminary approval of the deal, and that signals some great things for the future of cloud gaming. Let's see. Announced today, the UK CMA, which has put up a battle against Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard, is greatly reducing its concerns. It's explained in a brief press release. So they believe it doesn't affect. The CMA has received a significant amount of new evidence in response to its original provisional findings, having considered this new evidence carefully together with the wide range of information gathered before those provisional findings were issued. I should do this in my British accent. The CMA I can't even bring it up. Inquiry Group has updated its provisional findings and reached the provisional, as a lot of provisionals, conclusion that overall the transaction would not result in a substantial lessening of the competition in relation to console gaming in the UK. Most notable here is the CMA's new view on how Call of Duty is particular with the will be handled by Microsoft. Originally, it was viewed that making Call of Duty an Xbox exclusive would be Microsoft's most profitable route, but it's now viewed that this wouldn't be significantly loss-making under any plausible scenario. The CMA's investigation will continue through the end of April, but the biggest hurdle has very much been cleared, and the acquisition is more likely than ever to be approved. The cloud gaming deals Microsoft makes along the way, along with saying time and time again that Call of Duty would remain available on PlayStation, Microsoft made several other deals regarding not only Activision Blizzard games, but also its own Xbox games for other platforms. This includes, for one, committing to bringing Call of Duty to Nintendo Switch. Can Nintendo Switch handle that game? I don't no, don't. Whatever do you mean? Oh my god, that's so bad. When I can tell it's bad, that's bad, right? But perhaps more interestingly, in an expansion of Xbox and Activision Blizzard games on cloud gaming services, over the past couple of months, Microsoft has made a number of deals with cloud gaming platforms. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. For you guys and for me. Platforms expand Call of Duty and other games to platforms beyond Xbox Game Pass cloud gaming. This started with NVIDIA GeForce Now, which scored a 10-year deal with Microsoft in late February. There you go. That's when I just got to Thailand. Less than a month later, Microsoft extended the same deal to Boosteroid, a lesser-known cloud gaming service that works very similarly to GeForce Now and streaming PC games that players already own from Steam and similar marketplaces. The final cloud deal Microsoft signed was with Ubisoft, the cloud gaming provider that's best known for streaming games to Nintendo Switch. And that's how they're going to do it. Okay. In all of those cases, games including Call of Duty from Activision catalog, as well as games from Microsoft Xbox catalog on PC, plus Bethesda, will be made available to stream, right? I think Bethesda will be included, right? Cloud gaming concerns remain a roadblock. While exciting, these deals were always contingent on Microsoft getting approval for its acquisition for Activision. So getting that deal put through is going to give cloud gaming quite a boost. But the CMA still sees this as a potential area of concern, saying our provisional view that this still raises concerns in the cloud gaming market is not affected by today's announcement. Yeah. So it sounds like Microsoft knew that if it made those deals and they were contingent on the Activision deal going through, that would put pressure back onto the regulators to make the deal happen. You know what I mean? Otherwise, those 10-year deals that would benefit cloud gaming a bunch and the technology wouldn't have gone through. So that's pretty interesting. Definitely somebody playing chess on there. Deal going through Primo. Yeah. COD Mobile on Switch. Oh, mobile. Okay, that'd be nice. I like COD Mobile. In fact, that's the only game that I keep on my phone. I used to have PUBG Mobile, but you have to play that with the screen, and I can't. My hands are too big for that. It will be cloud-based for Switch, which is why Ubisoft has have a deal as they port games to cloud for Switch. That makes sense. Okay, but yeah, you can imagine if somebody didn't know about cloud gaming, the first concern is like, there's no way the Switch can play, Call of Duty. But then if it's mobile, then it makes sense. Even if it's Warzone. I guess that would also be okay since you can play Control through the cloud on the Switch. I'm not playing COD. I can't handle Fortnite. Oh yeah, have you played Fortnite? I think we talked about playing it a few times, and we haven't made it happen. So we got to make it happen, Kai. We can play the easy modes. They have creative mode, and they have like Team Rumble where you can, even if you get killed, you come back immediately. So there's ways to kind of get into Fortnite without, getting rage-induced quit mode. Sony said they didn't want 10-year deal just to stop acquisitions. Yeah, I can imagine that. They should get nothing. Yeah, I mean, they're big enough. They have the market share, so I guess they don't want to lose any of that. Okay, cloud-backed service market application product sales revenue. Okay, so this is one of the kind of the articles that I personally enjoy. It might be a little dry for most people. I don't know what it's gonna say. A lot of the times they just link you to a report that you have to buy, which might be it. But no, actually, yeah, I think that's what it is. Actually, never mind. Browse the complete table of contents at offers. Yeah, it's a lot of like highlights for the report, and then at the end you kind of have to buy it. But let's see. New update report: global cloud gaming back-end service market is projected to touch US 1.4 billion by 2028, growing at 19.2. I remember somebody told me what that was, but I can't remember now. carry over aggregate year or something, I don't know. With 87 pages of the report, this report represents a complete analysis of the cloud gaming backend service market, and this analysis aids your company's growth by focusing on qualified niche markets. Cloud gaming backend service market provides a comprehensive analysis that covers a range of topics, including prominent company profiles, sizes and shares estimates, projections, industry trends and opportunities, market features, market growth, market-driven driver, business challenges, recent developments, and geographical analysis. Okay. I mean, if I could read 87 pages or something like this without jumping off the second story building, then I would, but uh yeah, so it's a lot of okay, so they're talking a lot the companies market segment analysis. Okay, so I guess if you wanted to start your own cloud gaming service and wanted some insight on the industry, that's what you would get. I guess looking at it that way, 87 pages isn't that bad. Could we see more Xbox content on Android soon? So I brought this up because I think right now, really the only Xbox stuff that you can get is through cloud gaming, right? If I'm not mistaken. Sorry, said they didn't want 10-year. Okay, Sony, I need all the training wheels. Yeah, well, my kids can play it. I'm okay with them playing Fortnite. Hey, we got Wilson in the house. There's a raffle going on. Wilson, make sure you enter it. There's 140 something games up for grabs. Yeah, Kai, I'm not a big COD fan, but Diablo 4 looks good. Just played it today. So, do you have to buy that one? Is another free game? Because I know the last Diablo that came out, which was like they had like a mobile version of it. That one was free. Okay. Microsoft recent announcement through Xbox head Phil Spencer of an incoming app store for mobile platforms has certainly gotten fans excited. While factors including the company's acquisition of Activision Blizzard plays a part in the move, this new development nevertheless has opened more possibilities as far as software distribution is concerned. It's been a while since we've seen a major mobile-focused software effort from Microsoft, while several mobile variants of the company's productivity apps are available on Android and iOS devices, not to mention its Android-powered Surface Duo foldables. Surface Duo foldables. From Microsoft? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have a Surface, not a dual foldable. Microsoft mobile efforts are a far cry from the golden age of a fully mobile enterprise like Windows Phone. Yeah. Yeah, that didn't work out too good for them. It should be noted, however, that its cloud gaming service itself accessible on Android phones has proven to be relatively successful, and the addition of a new app store currently eyed for a 2024 launch will no doubt help build up its efforts towards increased software adoption among users, according to a statement from Spencer. Wait, are they going to release an app store for Xbox products? So for incoming app store for mobile platforms. You mean is it like Amazon has an app store for Android? Because they can't be. It's not the Android. I mean, it's not a Windows phone, right? I wonder how that's going to work out. He adds that there is a potential for services like Xbox Game Pass and cloud gaming features to be present within the proposed App Store. On a surface level, no pun intended, perspective, this move seems better suited for Android, given that this project will revolve around integrating a third-party app store. Yeah, okay. Third-party app store into the mobile operating. Okay, yeah. So they're going to have an app in Android where you can go and download Xbox specific or Microsoft specific apps. Okay. That seems redundant, but why not just release those apps on Android and Apple? For For comparison, there might be more of a challenge getting Apple on board with this endeavor since the company usually does not allow third-party app stores on its mobile devices, an unsurprising fact given the company's stance on maintaining the walled garden nature of iOS. This is my biggest problem with Apple. It's they're very it's funny because they started out as the company that was going to take down this big monopoly of Microsoft, and now they want to have that monopoly. So it's kind of like if David beat Goliath and then David turns into Goliath. Yeah, it's my biggest issue with and the thing that stings the most is they're basically using Unix on their Mac OS. With all that being said, though, there are still more hurdles to be overcome before this becomes reality. For one, Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard has yet to be finalized, as the EU Commission's decision regarding the merger is yet to be decided upon. In any case, though, instant access to more Microsoft and Xbox software on mobile devices is definitely something to look forward to. In any case, though, instant access to Microsoft and Xbox. I mean, if those apps are unless they're gonna make apps that aren't available on Android and iOS available in this store, which Amazon kind of has that. There's some apps on Amazon that you can't just install on Android without going through their app. Maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know. It's more confusing that way, I think. Software on mobile devices. It's more lines between device performance and portability are blurred with modern technology. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I think it's unnecessary. If they're trying to make their own app store, that just means they want to get more of the money. I don't know if it's because of, better compatibility or better performance or any of that stuff. I think it's just straight up a money grab. But I don't know. I don't know how that all works. Hold on, let me catch up real quick. I know Diablo is pretty good. It's pretty nice. I think the mobile game is free. It's one of those games that you see from above down, and then you kind of fight little enemies and go through campaigns and stuff. I'm on Raphael. I'm not opposed to do it. Yeah, it's super popular. I like Diablo, but it's not my preferred game mechanics. You know what I mean? What was the other game on Stadia that's very similar to that? It was it's like a little devil. They had 3 versions of it, but one of it was more of a first person view. I can't think of it. Ark and New Worlds. Oh, is it? I thought New World was more of a RPG. No, I don't really know the categories too well on a surface level. Yeah. Diablo. Finding Diablo a bit mess so far. Fun enough, but not something I'd buy. Is it free? Yeah. Yeah. Apple and Microsoft, yeah, they're both pretty bad. I'm liking Diablo cutscene and story. Yeah, I think if you're so Kai, because you're kind of a story heavy gamer, like you appreciate storylines and games, you might enjoy Diablo. From what I've seen, it'd be largely for mobile. Leo, that's one of the key reasons for acquiring AQB King. Oh, okay. Oh, for mobile apps. Oh, I get it. So it's basically what Netflix is doing, right? But Netflix, you still have to go to the Android App Store to download the games from Netflix, which is kind of weird. There's a Netflix story in here. I think it's towards the end that we're going to check out. Amazon Luna finally expands to other countries. So how I saw you playing it, or I saw you messing with it, Rock. Also, I think I saw John's thumbnail. I didn't actually go into the stream, but there was a thumbnail where he explains it, or was it a Twitter comment? I forget which one, but I saw that it got to Canada too. So I brought this up. So Cloud Gaming Service Canada, what? Cloud Gaming Service Canada starting today. What? That doesn't make sense. Amazon Luna finally expands to other countries. Cloud Gaming Service, Amazon Luna, expands to Canada starting today. Germany and in the UK made available. That doesn't make it Cloud Gaming Service Canada. The expansion marks the first time Amazon customers outside of the US have a chance to try the Luna. Try the Luna. Oh man, let's see. If you're a Prime subscriber, the company offers several free games each month. In this March series of free games, Mega Man 11 and 4 games, including Trails from Zero. Okay, so this is wild. This is an English website. Samuel Lamba. Very interesting. Amazon's channels. It is also possible to access more of the Luna library by subscribing to the packages. It says, for example, Luna Plus Channel Control, Street Fighter 2, and comes with games like Tetris Effect. Price, yeah, okay. So somebody translate. This is like a Google Translate for sure. For sure. So we're gonna skip that. Just know that Amazon Luna is now in several different countries: Canada, Germany, and the UK. I don't know if it's anymore. I got to figure that one out. So let's see, Rock, you were messing around with it, right? What all which countries got Amazon Luna this week? Action RPG looter. That's the whole category right there. Top down action RPG looter. Yeah, Netflix has games, so it has mobile games that you have to still download to your phone. But if you go to Netflix, like the actual website, there are games that you can stream. I tried doing a stream of those games, but Netflix doesn't let you capture its screen. And so when I try to play it, you can see the letters, but you can't see the backgrounds, and you can hear the sound. But yeah, so it's kind of tricky. I mean, I wished that they removed that from the streaming games. You know, the games that you don't have to download, because it's the one that I was playing is very similar to Jackbox party games. And there's a story in here that talks about cloud games that are going to get released for them too. So Canada, Germany, UK, as you say. Oh, okay. All right. I wonder why those countries. Because Germany, they don't speak English, right? I wonder if it has to do with GDP. All right. This one I just brought up because people kept asking about baseball games when they weren't showing up on Google Stadia. Will MLB Show 23 be on cloud gaming? Cloud gaming has quickly become a great secondary form of access your favorite games when away from your home console. It's not necessarily a great primary source for gaming, but in spurts, utility to play wherever you want is a great function to have. In the case of MLB The Show 23, this annual franchise has a history of appearing in the cloud for a particular platform, allowing you to slide your way to victory even when away from a TV screen. With that in mind, should you expect MLB The Show 23 available for cloud gaming? Can you play? What? Well, MLB releasing on 3 different platforms. Only one of them offers you the ability to play the game through the cloud. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers will be able to access the game on their phone or stream it to their Xbox console without needing to install it. Unfortunately, Nintendo Switch and PlayStation players are stuck only being able to buy it. I like how they put that negative. They're stuck only being able to buy and install the game on their console of choice. So that's a good little positive spin on cloud gaming right there. While Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers can play MLB The Show 23 on their phones, that is not the case on PC since the game is only made for consoles. If you want to stream your console gameplay to your PC, you can do that, but you are still playing the console version. Okay. All right, so there we go. Xbox is going to have the MLB. I'm not a big baseball fan. Plus, it doesn't help that while I was in Canada, my Japanese friends put on the Japan versus Mexico baseball game, which was the one before the championship, yeah, whatever the one, semifinals. And they continue to play. So they Japan beat Mexico, and for the next 4 hours they just keep playing clips of all the highlights and all the interviews, and I'm like, yeah, we get it. So that was fun. No, I don't really care about baseball, but it was funny that they were all like, yeah, wow. I'm like, I was actually still kind of jet lagged, so I was sleeping, and I heard them screaming in the back. Like, okay. And then the next day, I think they beat the U.S. So, eh, top three, not bad. Gotcha. Canada. That game was wild. We almost won. I know, yeah. That was. I only saw the highlights of the end, and I heard all the screaming in the middle of the games. But yeah, I heard it was good. I heard it was good. So I've only seen one live baseball game, and it was my the University of Hawaii, which I attended. We went to check out one of their games. A little bit slow. When I watch it on TV, I have zero interest in watching a baseball game on TV. But every sport is different when you actually go there and watch it live. So I did that for baseball. I did that for volleyball for the same college. I'm a football fan, but I rarely watch, just regular games. It has to be like Super Bowl or big games. But the one season that I watched every single home game for my for University of Hawaii, they went undefeated. So I take full credit for that. It hasn't happened since because I haven't been to any of those games. So I do bring the luck. In fact, Megu said that. Megu says that I brought the sun because every day since I was gone until the day before I came back, it was cold and rainy. And the day that I was back, it was hot and humid, which obviously is better after a full month of being in the cold rain. So what can I say, bro? I bring the heat. That's way too much confidence for a guy. For a guy streaming on a Friday night. I tested it, Sanchez. I was actually really impressed with the quality. To be fair, yeah, I like Luna. I do like Luna. It's just that I only have Prime, which gives me 4 to 5 games. Um, Before the Ubisoft deal went through, but and then they keep repeating the games, and they're very dark games. You know what I mean? So the game selection really hasn't really been great. But now that I can play my Ubisoft games, then that kind of changes things. I just saw Atlanta Star B-ball player like an hour ago. Oh, just walking around or something? Were you like, hi, I'm Kai. I like long walks on the beach, and I really enjoy sitting at home just on a rainy day watching some Netflix. Wink, wink. Is that how you flirt? That's how I do it, and it works. Yeah, Luna works good. They just need an exclusive to get more subs. Yeah, I'm actually glad that they're going slow. You know what I mean? That way they don't feel that pressure that they have to make a certain amount of money. Otherwise, you gotta shut it down like a previous cloud gaming services. You know what I mean? But okay, so did we read this one already? No. GeForce Now hits 11 RTX 4080 regions with the addition of Bulgaria. So San Jose, Los Angeles, Dallas, Chicago, Ashburn, Montreal, London, Paris, Amsterdam, Frankfurt, and Sofia. And there was one more. Bulgaria. Where's Bulgaria? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Where is Bulgaria? Sofia? Oh, okay. Where's Hawaii at? We're not gonna have it for a while. Ew, no, that's not how I flirt. I flirt by staring at the guy until he falls in love with me. That works every time. Just wait, but what kind of stare though? Because what kind of stare is it like? Or is it like, like love me? Because there's a difference. Like this one, oh my gosh, how can you not fall in love with that? But this one, that one's the intense look. I wish I could zoom in on my camera just to be like, love me. No. That's too funny. Yeah, if I did that, I'd get arrested. Just by like, I don't, I don't like how you're looking at me. Cops, security. Guten Morgen. Mugen, have you tried Luna yet? I don't know why I'm screaming. Sorry. The scary face like this. Let me see if I can hold on. Let me see if I can make this happen. Like this. Like I know you just look at me. Just look at me. You like pierce through until they feel your like your lines line of sight going right through their skull, like, and then they turn around and see you. That's intense. All right, enough of that silliness. We're professionals here. Gee Willikers. That's a face only a mom loves. What else? Yeah, my mom does love my face. I mean, I have her face, so she has to. All right, so yeah, I haven't tried the 4080 tier. The 3080 was more than good enough for me. At this point, they're just trying to uh, maintain, uh, you know, maintain themselves on the news feeds. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. Netflix to release 40 mobile games. So this is different than the one that I have for later, which is Netflix is going to release cloud games. This is mobile games this year as work on cloud gaming tech continues. So I guess just going off the title, it means they're not ready for cloud gaming yet. So they have these 40 games that are going to get released. They probably want to get people comfortable or at least used to having games on Netflix, so that when the cloud gaming technology is improved, then the benefit of not having to download them and install them is just going to add to it. But people would already be familiarized with games. You know what I'm saying? Netflix announced today that it's planning to launch 40 new mobile games this year, which will join the 55 titles already available. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't know they had 55 titles. That's crazy. For subscribers on iOS and Android, Leanne Alumbi, VP of External Games at Netflix, also confirmed that 70 new games are being developed by third-party developers, in addition to 16 games being developed by Netflix's own studios. Wow. That's 86 games on top of the 95 That's a lot. Netflix made its first mobile game available back in November 2021, and the company intends to create a large collection of games that can appeal to everyone. This year, we're going to continue building our portfolio, and that means new games every month. Lobby said today members will discover indie darlings, award winning hits, RPGs, narrative adventures, puzzle games, and everything in between. And we're working with the world's leading studios to bring you these games. Netflix VP of Games Mike Verdu announced back in October that the company was working on its own cloud gaming technology. In a briefing with reporters today via TechCrunch, Leon confirmed that this work is still underway. Again, we are very early in that side of our journey, but we are committed to making sure that games can be played wherever you have Netflix. We do believe that cloud gaming will enable us to provide that easy access to games on any screen. Our overall vision is that our members can play games on any Netflix device they have. The exec said. Just go talk to Google, man. Tell them to sell you their stuff. If Netflix is clearly enthusiastic about games right now, the current focus on mobile games may not have really paid off yet. According to recent data from Uptopia, less than 1% of Netflix subscribers were engaging with these games on a daily basis, because most people go to Netflix to watch stuff, you know what I mean? But once people are aware that they have games, hopefully at the point where they don't have to download them, it'll be a lot easier for them to engage. So let's skip a bunch of stories and go straight to this other Netflix story here. Da, da, da. Yes, Germany now has Luna, but unfortunately the language selection options are still missing for some games. Oh, okay, but you speak English though, right? Is it a problem for you, or you just in general it's a problem? You guys know Alexi Giovanni? He's a YouTuber. Alexi Giovanni. Giovanni. I do not. Wait, Netflix gaming. Yep. Netflix has games. Kai, I said the same thing. You have to download the Netflix app. Yeah. Well, the games right now only work when you have to download them. Basically, they just links to games in the app store. But that brings us to this story. Netflix cloud gaming service underway aims to bring games to any of its devices. Okay, so it's going to be a repeat of what I just read. In an update shared by Netflix giant Netflix, in an update shared by streaming giant Netflix, it has confirmed that work on its own cloud gaming service is underway. Okay, I thought it was going to be something different, but it's the same thing. Oh, actually, let me read that a little bit. Hold on. Netflix VP of External Games, Leon Lumbi, has confirmed the update on the company's efforts in cloud gaming, reports The Verge. We are very early in that side of our journey, blah, blah, blah. She warned that Netflix is being super thoughtful in how it builds the service, possibly to avoid a Google Stadia-style disaster, the report said. Currently, users can see Netflix's mobile games in its app, but to actually play them, they have to download them from the App Store or Google Play, which makes it a little chunky and not so smooth. However, it appears that the company is committed to cloud gaming as a way to make its titles more accessible on mobile and other platforms. As you can imagine, we do want Netflix games to be playable on every Netflix device. Meanwhile, Netflix has lowered the price of its subscription in more than 30 countries in an effort to draw in subscribers who have access to a growing number of streaming options. Recent price reductions by the streaming giant include Middle Eastern countries, Yemen, Jordan, Libya, and Iran, Sub-Saharan African markets such as Kenya, and European nations, Croatia, Slovenia. And so if you think about it, I think it's, $8 or was it $11? Last time I checked, Netflix was, let's say, $8 a month. To somebody in the US, that's, the per capita is like 33,000 or something like that. So somebody in the US that averages 33,000 a year, $8 a month times 12, 80, $96 a year is nothing. But in Mexico, the average salary is per day is $10. So if you go to a full day's work, 8 hours, that's $10 that you're making. That's average. You know what I mean? So $8 is, it's not crazy, but also I think Mexico is like the 13th largest economy in the world. So imagine how that those $8 translate to like the bottom 100 countries. You know what I mean? So yeah, I wonder how that's gonna work. You know what I mean? Because then, if they have cloud gaming for the same price of watching movies and TV shows, then it starts looking a little bit different now, because not only can you watch, but you can actually get entertained without having to spend more money on these games. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Hopefully that works out for everybody. Okay, Ubisoft and Google Cloud announced strategic partnership to power cloud-based game streaming. Okay, so Ubisoft is the one that handled Nintendo Switch cloud games, and Google Cloud, not Google Stadia, but Google Cloud. I'm assuming, and you shouldn't assume, but I'm assuming that Google Cloud was somehow managing or was somehow linked to Google Stadia, right? Because that's just basically the same servers, or were they? That'd be interesting. Google Cloud accelerates every organization's ability to digitally transform its business. We believe we deliver enterprise-grade solutions that leverage Google's cutting-edge technology. Yeah, so I guess Google Cloud is just a commercial version of what Google Stadia was sitting on, right? So, okay. Well, it'd be interesting if you turn on your Switch one day to play Call of Duty, and then the the Stadia interface comes up. That'd be wild. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Everybody wants probably trying to stay away from being associated with Google Stadia for now. Mm-mm-mm. The problem is they only promote game service on their mobile app. Most people don't know it exists. Shares of Stadia. Yeah, shades of Stadia. Yeah, so and I don't think it doesn't seem like they're pushing it that much, because the only time I ever see this whole games on Netflix is on articles like that where dealing with cloud gaming. That's why Kai and Michelle probably not familiar with the games on Netflix, because they're not as hardcore cloud gamers as some of us. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think they're trying to be safe. Making sure they work, making sure that at least some people are aware, but not necessarily pushing them as much. I don't know. I wonder what the strategy is. I gave him your name, Leo and Rock and Kai. He was looking for new channels. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Well, I was gone for a little bit. Alexi Giovanni. He's a YouTuber. So what does he do? Oh, what's up with this? Yes, for me, it's important that there is a German menu and at least German subtitles, because I don't understand everything about English. Oh, okay. Well, you could have fooled me, man. You sound more fluent than me. English is my second language too, so some people are bothered by it, but certainly there are many who don't mind and use Luna with only English games. Yeah. Well, I feel like, well, it's different in Europe, because Europe, there's even in countries that whose main language, I'm not gonna say official languages, but their de facto language is in English. A lot of the residents speak English anyways. I found that anytime I meet somebody from Europe, from a country that doesn't speak English, most residents speak uh, at least a communication level, like a skill level one type English. You know what I mean? Um, but some of the countries that don't have that, where most people don't speak English, and it's only those that are educated or they're traveled, that speak the language. A lot of them teach themselves by watching like YouTube in English, or playing games in English, or watching movies in English. So yeah, some people probably, you know, take it as a learning experience. You know, in fact, there was somebody in one of my viewers was from Puerto Rico, and his English was, he came into my Discord a couple times. His English was great, and he's like, yeah, I learned it through YouTube. I was like, oh my god, bro, that's really good. You speak better than me. Google Cloud Services existed a long time before Stadia. I don't believe at this time Google are pushing any Stadia aspects commercially. The similarities in terms are a largely consistent. Oh yeah, that's. And then I think I saw an article. I think it was 9 to 5 something. I only read the title, so I don't know what it entailed, but it was something to the effect that Google Stadia was so like dead because they didn't even want to sell the technology. So the whole the back end, what was the back end called? Something streaming. Sounds like they don't even want to sell that. That I've caught from Animal Crossing, that I've caught from other Animal Crossing channels. Oh, okay. I just finished watching an Animal Crossing short film from what was the guy's name? He went live, and I'm like, hey, how come I'm subscribed to this guy? I couldn't remember why I subscribed, and then he made short films. He like actually animated. Watched a couple of my streams where he animated Animal Crossing characters and made movies with them. His character had the mask on, the gas mask on. Microsoft discussions to bring Xbox Cloud Gaming to 2 more platforms. Oh, okay. Microsoft in discussions. I'm assuming that's GFN and Boosteroid? No. Microsoft reportedly enters discussions to bring Xbox Cloud Gaming to 2 more platforms. According to newly surfaced industry rumors, Microsoft is possibly in discussions to bring Xbox Cloud Gaming to more platforms, according to the feature formerly known as xCloud and effectively tied to xCloud Game Pass had its last major expansion in late 2022 when select Samsung TV started supporting Xbox Cloud Gaming. Microsoft has been touting cloud gaming as the future of gaming for years now, but its technology has yet to prove its mettle in the mainstream. The on-demand cross-platform game library with no install times boosted by Xbox Cloud Gaming does offer immense mobility, but only for those who have a lot of bandwidth and modest performance expansions. As things stand in 2023, that's still not a large demographic. Regardless, Microsoft apparently remains eager to bring its streaming solution to more platforms. In one of its latest filings with the CMA, Microsoft highlighted its recent 10-year agreement with NVIDIA to bring Xbox. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering when it said platforms, it had to be other services, right? Because you can already play it on Android, you can already play it on your computer, on your desktop or laptop. So yeah, I guess that would have said devices, but okay. So we saw that already. Okay. The Bridge Alliance and Blacknut bolsters cloud gaming, and I like how every time I say Blacknut, I have to put a little stank on it. Blacknut bolsters cloud gaming. That's a creative name, man. Bridge Alliance's members operators collectively serve over 1 billion customers and offer a unique opportunity for game publishers to gain new distribution channels and create innovative gaming experiences designed around cloud gaming. Amplified by our group scale and multi-market capabilities, said Dr. Ong Gyok Chu, CEO of Bridge Alliance. We're delighted to partner with Blacknut and provide access to not only new game titles, but also a smooth and consistent gaming experience to consumers in the region. They can now enjoy cloud gaming at any time, anywhere, enhanced by the blazing speeds of 5G networks in many markets where we operate. We welcome more collaborations with gaming industry partners and game publishers. Wait, so Bridge Alliance is what? Hmm. In turn, wait, through the collaboration, game publishers can access new growth channels and scale through Bridge Alliance's large regional footprint enabled by its alliance of 34 major mobile telecoms companies across Asia. Okay, so they own mobile like basically T-Mobile, Verizon type stuff, right? In turn, participating Bridge members operators will benefit from collective AAA games sourcing deals that will enhance the library of games available to their customers. The partnership with Bridge Alliance not only creates a fantastic opportunity to promote cloud gaming through Blacknut's platform and participating BMO markets, it also creates the groundwork for the gaming industry and the carrier to closely work together and benefit from the development of this new market set. See, new market, said Olivier Avaro, CEO of Blacknut. Specifically, Blacknut will open up its content club. Blacknut is in France, right? It's a French company, a global marketplace for the acquisition of video games for distribution by BMOs to their subscribers. Blacknut's catalog is comprised of more than 600 premium games that will further strengthened by Bridge Alliance and BMOs to source, onboard, and jointly promote games titles from leading publishers in local markets. I don't even know if it's available in the US. I think it is. I was supposed to, at some point, I was supposed to review it, but the whole traveling thing kind of slowed it down for me. But when I come back from all these traveling that I'm doing, I'm probably gonna continue with my reviews of the other cloud services. I'm 83 minutes late. How many minutes left of stream do we have? Well, I haven't talked for a while, so I'm gonna keep going until my voice starts cracking. How long are you back home until you travel again? So I'm back until the third. So the third, I fly back to the Philippines. Well, I'm not back, but I fly to the Philippines. I hit Manila for like a day, and then we'll be in a military kind of area for about a month. So, but this time I'm gonna make sure I can stream from over there. So I'll be ready. I wasn't ready last time because I only took my Nintendo Switch Lite, which I can't stream off of. I assumed I was gonna be able to play GFN, which I was, but it was to a different provider, which I had to pay for, and then using the Wi-Fi and the hotel was good to play it. I had some lag just playing it, but then when I added streaming to it, it was a little bit difficult. So, but I'll be ready next time. Yeah. How was the internet in Thailand, and how did you enjoy the AR glasses while away? So many questions I know. Yeah, the AR glasses are the best, and you can tell they're new because most people, I normally wore them in the hotel room when I was just relaxing, getting ready to go to sleep. I didn't turn on the TV maybe more than twice. Plus, there was no English channels, anyways. So I use the glasses every day on bed, and after working, laying in the bed comfortably. But then when I use it in the plane, because you can't really use it while you're waiting for the plane, you got to use it when you're sitting down. And everybody kept looking, and then which was kind of, it makes you realize that there aren't a lot of people with AR glasses, and so yeah, they're the best, man. Like if I if I just want to zone out, I put the little shield on it so everything is blacked out, and I just see a big, huge screen in front of me. And then whenever they're walking back and forth with like the food and the drinks and stuff, I take the shield off. Or if I just don't want to be look super weird, I take the shield off. So in fact, I never really had the shield on in the plane. So the shields are off, and that way I can still see people walking through the aisle, and I can still, talk to the flight attendant and ask for the food and stuff, but without even taking them off. And then whenever I was ready to relax, I can just look up, and it was dark enough that you couldn't even see. There was no. Plus, you can make them bright, so I can just look up and relax like this, right? And and it was dark enough that I didn't feel like it got diffused at all, if that makes any sense. Or when I got tired of going like this, I would just look down, and it's dark right here because of because because of dark, no, because there's no light coming in. When the seat in front of you is right there, and then you look down, and so that would also, I didn't have to have the shields on. And when you think about it, okay, so I know I'm kind of stuttering, but so the problem on the plane is uncomfortable, right? Especially a big guy like me, I have to like, so my bag goes across my chest. I have to put one hand in the bag, and I grab my other wrist with my other hand like this, so that my shoulders are smaller. And that way, people don't keep hitting my shoulders when they walk through the aisle. And if somebody's sitting next to me, they're not, I'm not like keep touching them, because, if it's a small person, then it's usually okay, because they're skinny, they're narrow, so their shoulders don't stick out that much. But when it's a big dude, then it's like your shoulders keep touching, and you just feel uncomfortable. So I can tell both of us are kind of like this, right? So, anyways, so that's already uncomfortable. And then if the monitor is in front of you, it means you have to stand like this. And so when you look up to relax, you can't see the monitor. You can't look down because you're still watching the movie. I hope I'm making sense. So if you don't have the AR glasses on a flight, just a regular cheap flight, then this is the position you be in, that I would be in the entire time. But now with the glasses, I can kind of stay like this, but now get comfortable. I can look up because I can still see the screen. Oh, and then when I get tired of that, like if I'm sagging too much, then I can just stand up straight, look down like this, and I can still watch the screen and still be comfortable. And sometimes when the person's eating next to me, they have to move their arms a lot, and their shoulders basically go wider. So we're touching a lot. So to avoid that, if they're eating or if they're doing something, I go forward, and that gives them more shoulder room, and I can still see the monitor. It's the greatest thing. $389 is cheap for that. It is. I mean, imagine being able to carry a 200-inch TV. I don't know. It's a 120-inch or 200. The numbers kind of go back and forth. But even if it's a 100-inch screen in your bag, the size of this, you know what I mean? This is great. This is awesome. So I highly recommend it for once you put them on, man. I had a few people that they were curious about it, so I let them try it on, and they were like, "Oh my god, I want these." I think I was talking to somebody, and they couldn't access the website because we were in Thailand, and so I had to take a screenshot of it, and then they had to go through a different. I think it was somebody from the UK or somewhere, and they had to, because you can't get them. You can only get them on Amazon. So, anyways, if that makes any sense. Let's see. But the internet was pretty good. It's just that it wasn't good enough down to cloud game and stream at the same time. We gents, I'm headed to bed. Good night, Michelle. Thank you for hanging out. Well, you would leave when I arrive. It's not you, mister, I promise. It is 9 plus 6. It's 3 a.m. for her. Oh, I guess it's 3 a.m. 2 a.m. for you, right? Been fighting flu like symptoms since Wednesday. Yeah, you should be resting, Michelle. Get better. Just no joke. The flu is no joke. Yeah, worst feeling ever. Mister, isn't it though? The husband and son both had it, and I also got a flu shot back in December, so it's not too bad. Thank you. I'm just sleepy mostly. Yeah, you should be sleepy at 3 in the morning, Michelle. Making sense. Yeah, sleep is important. I only get 3 to 4 hours max. I need more to work on that. Yeah, it'll catch up, man. It'll catch up for sure. Mister, this is the most sleep I've gotten in the long time. I had time sleeping too. Melatonin has been helping a little. Not sure if it's all in my head or not, though. I fear that, Mister. My son takes some melatonin. I should probably. Yeah. Scrolled up and saw Kai was here. I told her to stay away from you. Never. She left to go flirt with some athletes. What was I reading over here? Okay. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. I'm not rushing, but I don't think I remember why this one came up. New ways to utilize the internet for fun and leisure skyrocketed recently. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. Cloud gaming market size. Oh, what's going on with this page? Oh, this is another one of those reports. Okay, close that. They are Nintendo buddies. Yeah, pretty good friends now. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, they're nice people. Mm. I was gonna joke about the babies, but one's in Atlanta, the other one's in the UK somewhere. Pakistan. Microsoft partnership to provide booster cloud gaming platform. Okay, I saw that. GFN Thursday celebrates 1,500 plus games in their journey to GeForce Now. Okay, so which games? Let's see. Games, lover games. What? Gamers love games, as do the people who make them. GeForce Now streams over 1,500 games from the cloud, and with the Game Developers Conference in full swing this week, today's GFN Thursday celebrates all things games, the tech behind them, the tools and that bring them to the cloud, the ways to play them, and the new ones being added to the library this week. I'm going to skip over to the games. Next on the 5 new games hidden GeForce Now week for a happy weekend. Oh, okay, this one's coming in. Chia. Oh, all right. Chess Ultimate. That was a free game. I think it was last week, so you should be able to play that for free on GFN. Various Dreams. I don't know that one. Symphony of War. The Nephilim Saga, and No One Survived. Okay. I only recognize the ones that I got from Epic. Good night, Michelle. Hopefully you get better. Rest. Get some soup. 8-bit dual controllers are now compatible with Apple devices, ideal for cloud gaming. Okay, I have an 8-bit dual stick that I have plugged into my Switch so that I can play with my PS5 controller. But I'm not very interested in the controllers because they're tiny, in my opinion. The ones that I know are very small. So for those of you guys who like the 8-bit dual controllers, and you have tiny hands, enjoy the news right there. So you'll be able to play them on the iPhone pretty soon. Expected over 3,000 to join exclusive GeForce Now beta. What? Oh, okay, yeah. So somebody is starting a partnership with GeForce Now, which I wasn't sure before I went to Thailand. I wasn't sure how this worked because they kept saying that GFN was available in different countries, but it wasn't being run by NVIDIA. So I wasn't sure what that meant. I assume that it just meant you can you go to GFN and everything's the same. It's just that the back end was being run through local servers from different companies that owns those servers. So like let's say there's a Google Mexico, right? And GFN would run on Google servers in Mexico, but through the GFN website. That's not how it worked. Kinda. So the way it worked is when I went to Thailand, and you can, I think I explained it on the stream that I did from over there. You can go to the GFN website, but when you try to log in, when I tried to log in with my US username and password, it wouldn't let me. Took me to a different website where I had to create a username, or I had to create an account and then pay for the service. It's still $10 a month, because I think the company that was running it in Thailand was based off of Singapore or Hong Kong. I can't remember. I think it was Singapore. So I still had to pay for the month, even though I have a membership, an active membership, a priority membership with GFN. It didn't let me use that. I had to make a new account with this new provider, and then once I logged in, once I created the account, paid for the service, and logged in, I can go back to GFN and it would recognize my login from that provider, and then I can play those games. And surprisingly, I didn't have access to Fortnite, so not all the games were available, including Fortnite, which is a huge game. So yes, by YTL. So this is a company, this is the parent company, Communications, recently announced the official exclusive beta launch of the NVIDIA GeForce Now cloud gaming service in Malaysia. I think I'm going to end up going to Malaysia, if not this year, next year, for the same job. So we'll see. But yeah, so Malaysia is going to get GFN, and these guys are providing the server racks and the service. Yeah, so it was interesting. Definitely interesting. It's kind of, I guess it doesn't matter if you don't travel that much, but if you travel, then that can be a problem. You know what I mean? But Google Stadia was a problem too, because even though I had an active Google Stadia account, when I went to Mexico, I couldn't play all the games. From training AI in the cloud to running it on the road, transportation leaders trust NVIDIA Drive. Okay. So that one, we kind of heard the story where you're going to be able to play GeForce Now on some of the electric cars. Gaming Without Limits. I only brought this up because it reminded me of Cowboy, which I think he changed his name. I don't know when he changed his name. Mr. Urban World. When did he change his name? Holton and I talked for so long tonight on Discord voice chat. We talked about everything. Oh, nice. Yeah, he's a good. He's nice to listen to. He's got that fancy speech. I me, Lev. Cowboy and myself had a rap battle too. That's funny. You guys can rap battle. I mean, you guys can rap. I can't rap. Gaming Without Limits, the ultimate guide to cloud gaming Android services. I'm just going to kind of flip through these. I think most of us know this. So we had utility, utilize cloud gaming. I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm touching my cold sore. Anytime my lip starts feeling tingly, which is normally when I go from hot to cold, I put some toothpaste. If I don't do anything, the cold blister get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then eventually it just pops or dies or whatever, and it's just too big. Yeah. But as soon as I start feeling the tingling, I put some toothpaste on it, and you can feel it activating, and almost like you can feel it kind of burn a little bit, and it still grows a little bit, but it gets killed within a couple of days, and then it just dries up. So that's what you're seeing, if you can see it. Difference between cloud gaming and traditional gaming. Popular cloud gaming service available on Android. Wait, what? It doesn't list them. Google Stadia gives players access to. Oh, this is old. Yeah, okay. That was old. They never updated it. All right, so that's the end of the articles. Not a lot of news. It's mostly updates to old news, which is okay. I guess the newest things is what do you call it? Microsoft's probably going to end up buying Activision. Luna is now available for more people, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is just commentary on the past or the future. Okay, so now let's talk about the games on Epic Store that are free. Oh, so the chess one is free right now. Okay, so that's the one that's free this week. It's also available on GFN, so you can play it for free, or you can get a priority tier and just play without the 1 hour limits. And then this one right here is not a game. It says World of Warships Starter Pack. So I think the game is free. I'm pretty sure the game is free, and they just give you some free ships. Yeah, so chess ultra. I like playing chess, but I'm terrible at it. So one thing that I forgot to do, which I gotta do on my, because this is an incognito window. So normally what I do is after I claim those free games, I go to browse, and then to filters for free. And then normally or like this one, I haven't claimed this Chain of Monsters and Aim Labs. I know Aim Labs has been around for a little while, but it looks like it's an update. I claimed this one and this one, so I claimed most of them already. But if you do that, then you'll get games that are new to Epic and are free. And also, I'm sorry. So the chess is temporarily free, but when you do it like this, you'll get free. Like games that are free. So to do that, I got to do that on my own account. And again, I'm incognito mode, so it's gonna look like I haven't claimed anything. But if you go to Prime Gaming, if you have Amazon Prime, you can go to gaming.amazon.com or Prime Gaming, and then there's a bunch of DLC that you can download for free or you can claim for free if you have Prime. And then these are new games each week. So these are the free games. So Far Away, I just claimed that yesterday. Adios, I claimed that yesterday. This one, and there's some that are, I guess, permanently free. If you go all the way down, all the way to the bottom where it shows the Luna games. So this is where you can find out which games are free on Luna if you have Prime. And then these are all free games, which is interesting because a lot of these games are on Luna. But yeah, so don't forget to go claim those. That is it. Unless anybody has any questions, I can feel my voice starting to crack a little bit. I wanted to stream again later, but if I do, it's going to be an electronic kit, most likely. So this is just a few of the electronic kits, base cap, that I have that I want to make videos on. You can't really see them because I changed the lighting on this. I'll end up with some of those. I can show you my new camera setup. I have a camera right above me. It's probably gonna be super bright right now, but if I show you, oh, there you go. So this is gonna be what I end up doing. I was thinking about doing it on a different channel, but I don't know. I'm lazy to start another channel, so I'll probably just keep it on here. And then I also have a really big bright light that is not working now, obviously, because it likes messing with me. It doesn't look that much brighter here. Yeah, so I'm gonna do some videos like that at some point. Hopefully, maybe today, maybe another day. Let me turn that off. So this is the bright light right now. I can turn that off. See the difference? So right now, that's just the one little light above my head. And then because you can see that the camera doesn't, this cheap camera that I got that's facing down, it's kind of, doesn't pick up a lot of the light. So I had to add this one. And it'll self-adjust a little bit. Anyways, so I'll save that for another day. I appreciate all you guys hanging out here. It's been a little while, not only since I've kind of streamed. I streamed yesterday, but before that, it's been a little while. So as I mentioned yesterday, I did lose some subscribers, most likely because they didn't see me put any content out. That's fine. And then I do see, oh, so that, and also because I haven't streamed this show in a while, I do see that Squids is on. He's first look on Diablo 3. Diablo 3? Is it 3 or 4? With Squids. Okay, so I'm gonna send you guys over there. Let me see if I can, give me a second. Okay, so if Kai, if you're still around and you want to see how Diablo looks, Squids is playing it right now. So I'm going to change my settings here. I wonder if I can send you guys over to him and raid him, or direct, whatever they call it now. Customize, redirect. There it is. Redirect. Paste. Yep. Okay. So I have it set up. So after I end my stream, you guys are gonna get sent over to Squids, and I'll probably hang out with him a little bit. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, nice. Thank you, Rock. See, I'm rusty. What? Before we leave, I gotta do the spin. I gotta do the spin. Hold on. By the way, okay. Thank you. So hopefully everybody got their entries in. Let me stop it first. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus the 2 members. So yeah, because Geek the Sneak is still okay with it. And Michelle, I think Michelle, I forget. But she hasn't really put in for it, so I'm gonna assume that she's not interested. So we're gonna close entries. Thanks, Rock. Oh man, see, I was too excited. All right, so let's do the spin first, and then I'll send you guys over to Squids after. So okay, we did that, and I'm gonna take the names. Okay, control copy. Did you guys see if Gabe ever put in a thing? I don't think he did. And oh, Windstar jumped in and didn't put in for it either. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not gonna force it on people because I felt like I was doing that a few times. So let's put it back up here. All right, and then we're gonna keep Rock. We're gonna have him twice, and Geek the Sneak, and then we're gonna add. That's not it. This one. So Mr. Urban, Mugen Live, Wilson, Kai, Sanchez, and oh, Rock. You put in for it, right? Did did it not go through for you? Rock, did you not want to put 2 entries in, or was that a mistake? Okay, so we're gonna add those. Boom, 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 boom. Rock, let me know if you want me to add your viewership thing on. Oh, you tried on, so okay. Let me add you. Yeah, I don't think I ever got it working. So I'm gonna add you. I'm gonna shuffle to make sure Rock doesn't cheat with the 2 back to back right there. Like it's on you. Oh, it still did it again. They want to stick together, man. You're like twins. All right, here we go. So that should be good right there. All right, good luck everybody. So again, you know what? Before I spin, let me show you guys the games that because I got to do some work on these games since. Okay, so I gotta make this big. Hey, how come I can't zoom? Okay, so all the blue ones were the ones from before. They've been around for a little while. And then I added some. You can tell from where the alphabetical order stops. So from Yukenkana. So that was prior to me leaving to Thailand. And then after that, from 53 all the way to 146. So it's what, 93 games I added since I was gone. So I kept wanting to stream, and I kept, putting it off. I didn't want to deal with the slow internet and all that. So yeah, so that's 140 something games up for grabs. Whoever wins gets to pick one. Just tell me on Discord, or you can do it on uh, Twitter too, but I don't really check that one too much. So here we go. We're gonna spin it. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. So yeah, you got a lot of chances, a lot of indie games. There's some bigger games on there. Wilson, the 500-pound man. He's not really 500 pounds, but yeah, good. Congratulations, Wilson. Good on you. Let me know which game you want. Send me a DM on Discord. I think I have you on Discord. Wherever you can find me, just send me a DM. I'll find it, and then we'll settle it. I'll send you the code and everything. So there's a bunch of them. You got a lot of options. And then yeah, I have some more games from Outright Games. They were gifted to me. They were released while I was gone, so I'm gonna stream those pretty soon. Probably tomorrow and Sunday. And then we'll give away those games at that point. But yeah, anytime I do like a regular stream, not the electronic stream, so it has to be game relevant, I'll do giveaways for the games. And so if you ever see me do like an electronics stream, which I want to do one today later, then there's not going to be a giveaway for that, because it just doesn't make sense. I'm already kind of splitting my audience a little bit, so I don't want to make it more convoluted. But we'll see. That might change. But for the time being, that's how it's going to be. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Hopefully, you guys have a good day, good morning. And I get to see you guys next time. Stick around. I'm going to send you over to Squids. Hopefully, he's still playing. And I'll see you guys over there. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Bye.